He started showing them a photo of Lily on his phone, asking if they had seen her, if this emergency that they were rushing to had anything to do with her, but nobody would give him a straight answer. They just gently pushed him aside and kept going toward where they were directed to go. And just let's pause there for a second. I know I already set the stage of what that would feel like with them brushing past you and you not knowing what's going on, but then add in the fact that you're taking your phone, showing them pictures of your child, asking, hey, why are you guys here? Does it have anything to do with a young girl? Could it be somebody named Lily? Look, this is my daughter. I'm trying to find her. And they're not giving you any answers. They're just silent. It's horrifying to think about. Eventually, someone did approach Jamie, and they told him that he needed to come with them to the police station. So now, sitting in that station, everything felt unreal. Was he going to file a missing persons report? Were they going to ask him questions? What was happening here? But then the detectives finally told him the truth. They had found Lily, and she wasn't alive. Jamie's entire world in that moment just collapsed. How could his healthy, joyful 21-year-old daughter, the same daughter that he had just seen that day, now be gone? How could the girl who had just texted him for help be dead? But then came the details that no parent should ever have to hear. Lily had been found inside the school bathroom with fatal head injuries. She had been brutally beaten with a blunt object. And this next detail, while likely not shared with her parents immediately or ever, it was reported by multiple sources. Apparently, there was so much blood covering Lily's head and hair that the first responders didn't even recognize her at first. Her blonde hair looked jet black. That is how blood-soaked it was. When the autopsy came back, the true extent of her injuries also became much more clear. She had sustained 25 blows to her head and neck. And Lily, she had fought desperately. She had defensive wounds and broken bones all over her hands and arms. She fought back until the very end. Now, in most cases, somebody finds a body, calls 911, and then the investigators start piecing everything together, right? Well, in Lily's case, things took a very different turn because before Jamie even realized that his daughter was missing, somebody else had already called emergency services, 000, which is basically like 911 in the States. But here's the strange part. The person who made that emergency call, they didn't sound panicked. They didn't sound traumatized. They didn't sound like a student who walked in on something horrifying and perhaps found a dead body. In fact, this caller, they didn't sound shaken at all.
Police emergency, this is Katrina.
Hi, Katrina. I would like to report a body in St. Andrew's Cathedral School in Sydney CBD.
Sorry, you'd like to report?
A body murder.
Sorry, I can't hear what you're saying.
So, there's a body that in St. Andrew's Cathedral School in Sydney CBD.
St. Andrew's Cathedral School?
Yeah.
What's the address there?
474 Kent Street.
474 Kent Street in Sydney. What's the closest corner street there to St. Andrew's Cathedral School?
Bathurst.
474 Kent Street, Sydney, because of Bathurst Street?
Yeah.
All right, so St. Andrew's Cathedral School, 474 Kent Street, Sydney, across of Bathurst Street. Now, you're not there at the moment?
I am not, no.
Okay, what's going on there?
If you go into the school, there's a entrance on the left of the reception area. There's a sports department. There's a bathroom on the right-hand side